Alliance for Children Today. Carl, it's hard not to get emotional as we think about the amount of kids that have been protected, not just in Grapevine, but what it means for every one of our cities because they followed your lead. I remember when we found out that Weber was coming, we thought we would never be able to work cases without Carl. Isn't that right, Carrie? It really was this, like, how are we going to do this without Carl? Because he set the bar here. And you did well by him. But then Weber left, and the next guy that came, I was not willing to learn his name. I was so mad. And you may remember this, we called him New Guy forever. And if New Guy, if you're in here, I'm really sorry. Because I can own that that was not right. You have set, but you really have set a legacy. And today, it continues because we have amazing detectives that know who you are, know the bar. But you're right, Carrie, the bar that was set. We have your picture in our center. You mean a great, great deal to our history, to what we've been able to do for children and families now for 25 plus years, and know that you'll always be a part of us. This is simple. I was gonna get you something to put in an office. I was like, he doesn't need that. He's gonna be wearing t-shirts soon, and this has three things on it. And it simply says every child, every service, and every effort. And you made that a possible for us, and know that we'll continue to honor that moving forward.
I appreciate it. And Julie was one of the initial caseworkers that I worked with as well. And I was going to say this later, but I didn't know what child abuse was. I'd lived a sheltered life, until I was like, people do these things to kids. So the forensic interviewer going out working with Child Protective Services, the care team, unfortunately, if it was with the medical examiner's office, I learned how to work child abuse from each one of the people that's represented here because I didn't know what I was doing. I started out, my big case was a missing cat in CID. I found the cat in Durham, and so I guess they thought, damn, if he can find a cat, he can work. That's how I got started.
All right, anybody else?
I'd like to go since Carl's
Yes,
talking about
Christine.
cats. So you might think it's weird that the animal shelter people show up to talk Sergeant Coates' retirement, but I have had the pleasure of Carl, not Sergeant Coates, at the animal shelter for about 1.5 years now. And of course, how did he end up at the animal shelter to help me out? Or some ducks. I may or may not have sent them. They were acting independently. So Carl helped rescue some baby ducks, and that's how he ended up at the animal shelter to help us out. And I didn't really know a lot about Sergeant Coates when they said that he would come over, except for I've told him this, and he just seemed very serious. And I didn't know if he was gonna like animals or if he was gonna be able to talk to our customers. But like I said, I got Carl and not necessarily Sergeant Coates, but Carl came with all of the wisdom, and I don't even know why I'm crying. It's all the pregnancy hormones that are he obviously cares for victims that can't always help themselves, and animals can be like children in that way. And so, Carl, you are very lucky that he's your son and your husband and father. I'm not going to say anymore because obviously I can't get over the cry. But I just want you to know that we have been so happy to have you, and I feel blessed. and I wish that I had known you longer.
The day that I showed up over at the animal shelter, one of the first people that came in was this rehab lady. And she's actually the one that came and got the ducklings and had taken them to get them raised up and had let them loose. So here, first day at the shelter, I meet the rehabber. And also the first day that I was there was this kitten brought in. It was in October, about this time of the year, cold and wet and real lethargic, and all she did was lay in her little kennel there. We took her to the vet and found out she was blind. And so that was on a Monday. On Saturday, I took her home. And, just to
Failing
see,
real quick over there.
yeah, they call it a foster failure. But my thing was she going to be able to be adopted? Was she going to be able to live, a good life? And so we took her home to foster her, and that was in October of last year. And she's doing great.
Right?
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Her name is
Tater Tot.
They found her. She was found at Sonic on Northwest Highway. So I figured she's probably having to scrounge for tater tots to eat off of. So I wanted to name her Tater Tot. Thank you, Christine.
All right, anybody else? I'm sure she meant to put the baby up here with a gift. All right, once, twice, let's watch a video.